pulled up, and all I was just doing is just clicking the button, just clicking, just aiming and clicking. Yo guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh my dude, I'm so excited. You know what it is, like I've never been a YouTube person, but I want to document the process. I want to be able to like share my process and build a community. And I've spoke to a lot of creatives that's like big in the game, that's got thousands of followers, big community and stuff, and they just said document the process and put it on YouTube, because people, well, creatives specifically, they look for that relatable side of things where you're showing the real BTS, how things work, like the fails, the trials, like all of that. And that's what people want to see. Especially speaking for myself, when I first started off, I've always like look at videos where people are showing the real side of things, like the struggles, like how it goes, like how a day in the life on set is, like bigger sets, smaller sets, no matter what. Like I always wanted to have a idea of what goes on behind the scene. I used to be scared to show my face on social media, and now look, I've got a whole little camera set up, I've got lighting, I even got my phone to make sure the recording and everything is okay. Yo, I'm dedicated to this shit, man. I'm dedicated to this. Main reason why I started this whole creative stuff, the whole photography and videography, is like I always told people it wasn't really a career path for me. Like I was just in college trying to look for a side hustle, just trying to look for anything that's gonna work, trying to bring in a little cash in my pocket. Cause at this time, like I didn't have no job. I was just brass in college, and I was like, yo, I need to find something to get myself out of this loophole. And you know, before I got to the end goal of photography and videography, I was doing like reselling, and not proper reselling. Like I was ordering shit off Panda Buy and reselling it for like 2 times the money, and it was working to a certain point. But then it started to get a bit risky because people started to clock on, and it's like, yo, you can't be doing this shit. And I started to feel bad low-key, because it's like I'm scamming people just to put money in my pockets. But at the same time, it's like, what can I do? I couldn't get a job. Like college was doing my head in, taking up most of my days. So it's like I had to put something in place. Found out about photography, videography, and I started reaching out to people, like asking for advice, like how I should do this, how I should do that. And you know, it just went up from there. Like I got my first camera in December. So basically this month, 2 years ago, or like maybe a week ago, I got my first camera. I spent 2 bills, and I got the DSLR, Canon DSLR. Wait, I'm even gonna show you. Look, this was what I was rocking with 2 years ago. I got this off Facebook Marketplace for about £200. It actually done me justice. Like for the state of the camera at the time when I got it, I was like, bro, I had no other choice. Like I didn't have no money like that. I was just, you get trying to make anything work. So I got that, and I got it for a bargain, because I got the camera, the lens, SD card, lighting. Like I've got bare stuff. I think the guy was just trying to clear out his inventory. So I was like, hey, let me take it. Give me anything you can. One of the people that actually like looked out for me when I was first coming up, like brought me out to his shoots and stuff like that. I went on to one of his shoots. It was a Snowbox freestyles. Your shout out Jordan as well. If you're looking at this, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, went on to that. Got some BTS photos of it. I'll be real. Looking back at the photos, it was horrible. It was genuinely horrible. But hey, I had only got on the camera like for 3 days prior to the event. Pulled up, and all I was just doing is just clicking the button, just clicking, just aiming and clicking. No type of thinking behind it. But you know, we all gotta start somewhere. So eventually, I just started doing a lot of like free shoots, just trying to build my portfolio. A couple months later, I got to do BTS with Cairo Keys. Like I was just, the camera started paying off slowly. It wasn't with paid work, but it was like, okay, this is actually making sense now. Like I'm getting into rooms that I didn't think I would have gone into. I'm meeting people that like I would have never thought I would have met on a random day, you know. A couple months down the line, kept doing it. I go into lifestyle, I go into fashion. Like I started attending fashion shows. I started reaching out to like these fashion what do they call them? Those people that do fashion on social media, content creators. Let's just call them content creators. So I started reaching out to them. I started reaching out to artists. You name it, I was just pitching out emails, pitching out messages and stuff like that. And then it started to pick up slowly. Like I remember when I got my first paid gig, my creatives know this is the most surreal feeling ever. Yo, it wasn't even a lot as well. I think it was a Pinks. It was a Pinks. I remember it was a Pinks. Bro, I was so gassed. I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Like, let's say this is about 6 months down the line, 7 months down the line. I think during the summer, was it the first? I can't remember if it was like my first year or second year. Was it? I think it was my first year. I got to do shoots with like as a camera operator and stuff like that, and it was super crazy because I'm like, bro, I've got no experience with this type of stuff, but I'm still going in there, yo, man's head on. Like I'm saying, yo, I'm not messing this up. I've got to get it done. And so said, so done. Like it was very minor things that I needed to work on, but at the end of the day, I got the job done. The people were happy. Once they're happy, I'm happy. You get it. So I think this is like my first year wrapped up. Like I just done a lot of like, in the summer I just done a lot of free work, a lot of stuff like that just to get my portfolio going. And then eventually like the work rate starting to increase, the quality starting to increase, and people were saying like, you need to start charging for your shoots and stuff like that. And hey, so said, so done. I started charging about, my first ever rate I was charging was £45, which was crazy. At the time I was like, bro, this is a lot of money to me. Now I wouldn't dare charge someone that. This is not a big ego thing or nothing. Like at the time I just didn't know how to price my work and stuff like that, and it was just terrible. It was terrible. And when I told people like, bro, this is what I charge, like other creatives, they was like, bro, you need to up your prices. Like you're slaving yourself slowly and you're not realizing it, and you're gonna realize later, which I did. So I think I kept the same prices. I kept doing the same thing, like just fashion stuff, lifestyle. But then eventually I was like, bro, I don't want to do this no more. I want to do the video stuff. Like I really want to get hands-on in the field, you get it. So I started like renting out cameras. So I started renting out the A7S III, which I was using for all of my video work. And I started doing like short form content, music videos. I done a recap videos for like birthdays. Like it was just a whole bunch of different things. I was trialing and error. So much opportunities came when I started using the A7S III, because there's like the quality increased a lot, because you can see the big difference from a DSLR camera to a full frame camera, you get it. So like I started getting more work, a lot of big opportunities. Like a few big opportunities that I got was working with JO on his London tour. That was one crazy event. Even though I used my DSLR camera, I personally think that the photos came out well for that. I got to do photography for the London Stadium, which is crazy. Like my work went on the London Stadium website as well. And to this day, like I still think of it, like I actually did it. Like that was the biggest thing for me ever in my whole photography career. Coming on to my 2-year mark now, I've changed my whole niche. And now I'm just gonna push out more commercial work, more like promo videos and stuff like that to get myself into that field, because one, that's where the money's at, yeah, most importantly. But two, it's like, it's a more enjoyable scene, like, what's the word? More enjoyable sector for me. Like, I feel like that's where I need to be. Moving forward from now on, it's more like commercial work, more spec ads that I'm working on to get my portfolio up and going, because yeah, I need to start doing commercial stuff. I really love it, genuinely. So I've got my spec ad shoot on Friday, so I'm super excited about that. You know, just getting things are coming into place, and you know, hopefully God's willing, 2026 is a good year. Everything goes to plan. This was crazy, my first ever YouTube video. Like, I appreciate you lot for watching. Love, until next time.